OPPO's latest flip phone, the Find N3 Flip, has leveled up by a lot. And I mean it. They are introducing the world's first triple camera system in its category, upping competitors with the likes of Samsung and solidifying its partnership with Hasselblad even further. What's up guys, Say here from YugaTech, and today let's check out the new OPPO Find N3 Flip and see if it's worthy of your next flip phone upgrade. So roll that OBB, let's get started. Alright, so let's start off with what's changed between the Find N2 Flip, which we have right here, and the new Find N3 Flip. For starters, the dimension on the Find N3 Flip is a bit thicker, 7.8mm compared to the 7.5mm on the N2 Flip. As for the weight, the N3 Flip is once again a bit heavier at 198 grams compared to the 191 grams on the N2 Flip. What happened here? Well, our best guess is that the differences are all attributed to the additional camera sensor on the N3 Flip. The third camera on the N3 Flip, including the large circular lens barrel you see here, adds to the weight, while the larger telephoto sensor forced engineers to make the body a little thicker. That's the best guess we have so far regarding the change in dimension and weight. In any case, they're quite insignificant anyway, and you wouldn't notice it if you didn't have the N2 Flip beside it. Since we're already on the topic of cameras, let's dive into it first. The focus on the new N3 Flip is mainly the triple camera setup, which is co-engineered by Hasselblad. This is the first triple camera system on a flip phone, demonstrating how OPPO has managed to outmatch competitors such as Samsung, which has pioneered the foldable smartphone market. The main camera uses Sony's IMX890 50MP f1.8 sensor with PDAF and OIS. This is paired with a Sony IMX 581 32MP f2.0 telephoto camera with 2x optical zoom and PDAF. The third camera is a Sony IMX 709 48MP sensor with f2.2 ultra-wide together with autofocus support. The main camera does a really great job at taking detailed and accurate photos, and even in low light or night shots, you can still get a lot of details with a little bit of sharpening. The colors are very vibrant, and they do tend to lean towards the warmer side as opposed to the cooler side, but you can edit if you want, but personally, they look great as it is. The front camera is the same as before, a 32MP wide-angle lens with f2.4 aperture, but this time around it can now shoot 4K at 30fps and even has gyro EIS support for more stable selfie shots. In most cases though, you'll probably be using the primary cameras to shoot selfies, since you can simply fold the phone halfway to set it in tripod mode, like this one, and use the cover display as your viewfinder to frame your shots. Gesture controls also allow you to trigger the shutter and take your shot even if you are far away from your phone. This is perhaps one of the most practical and perhaps one of the most fun features of a flip phone. You can even take photos with the main camera even while the device is completely folded, like so. Again, not much has changed here. You know what they say, don't fix what isn't broken. One of the major upgrades in the Find N3 Flip that I really found surprising is the alert slider. This is a feature we normally find in flagship OnePlus devices and is also found in the Find N3, now also the Find N3 Flip. This just goes to show how much collaboration OPPO is having with the OnePlus team. Our review unit is in the sleek black colorway, and it is very shiny, or glossy, at least compared to the astral black of the N2 Flip. We liked it a lot, but it's such a fingerprint magnet, as you can see. Although it won't be an issue if you slap on a cover case. Now, other design aspects, that large lens barrel protrudes quite a bit, and case designers made it a point to add an equally thick guardrail along the barrel to avoid it being scratched. As for the placements of ports and buttons, they're where you'd expect them to be. The volume rocker is on the right side, along with the power button, which also serves as a fingerprint sensor. On the left side, you get the alert slider with a textured surface. At the bottom, you'll find a USB-C port, the primary speaker grill, the mic, and SIM card slot for the dual nano SIM card trays. And up top, there's the secondary noise-canceling mic along with the secondary stereo speaker grills. We were hoping OPPO would also include an IR blaster on this phone, just like the Find N3 we reviewed earlier, but there's no luck here. Perhaps there's not enough room for the module, or they already used up the space for the big camera. Now, other changes can be found on the hinge. Gone is the OPPO engraving found on the flexion hinge, which we saw on the Find N3 Flip. And speaking of the hinge, OPPO claims they made some more improvements on this front, making the crease depth on the display less than 0.15mm deep. While we can actually see the difference between the N2 Flip and the N3 Flip, we've been using the N2 Flip for over 6 months now, and the N3 Flip for just less than a month. So we can definitely say at this time which one is a lot better. Also, the flexion hinge has been tested for up to 600,000 times of folding and unfolding. There's no IP rating here though, unlike the Z Flip 5 that is IPX rated for water resistance. That's the only feature we wish the N3 Flip also had. Everything else seemed practically the same as before. The 6.8-inch Full HD Plus Flex AMOLED main display, the 3.26-inch AMOLED cover display, and the 4300 mAh lithium-ion battery with 44-watt Super VOOC fast charging and the 32-megapixel front cameras. Folded, the Find N3 Flip has a 3.6-inch cover display with a 382 by 720 pixel resolution and Corning Gorilla Glass Big Plus protection. The cover display on the N3 Flip now supports a bunch of widgets and apps: YouTube, TikTok, Gmail, Keep Notes, Maps, YouTube Music, and Google Wallet. And OPPO is continuously adding even more popular apps to run on the cover screen. Now, if you want to dress up the cover screen, there are a lot more styles to choose from. Static and live wallpapers, a weather widget, or interactive pets that look like Tamagotchi but doesn't really interact much with you. Unfolded, you get the same huge display as before. A 6.8-inch AMOLED screen with Full HD Plus resolution of 2520 by 1080 pixels and Scott UTG screen protection. This is an ultra-thin glass made by Scott, so it's not easily scratched. The main display has an LTPO variable frequency display with a minimum of 1 Hz up to 120 Hz, while the cover display can only be set at either 30 or 60. You can expect nice, vibrant colors, contrast, and even good brightness even when you're using it outdoors with the main screen. However, the cover screen can be lacking in terms of brightness depending on the situation or angle, or when you're using it outdoors. As for the main hardware of the Find N3 Flip, the chipset has been upgraded to a MediaTek Dimensity 9200 with an ARM Immortalis G715 MC11 GPU. And you also get more RAM at 12GB plus another 12GB of RAM expansion. We're already satisfied with the performance of the N2 Flip in the past 6 months, and we're more than happy to get a performance bump on the N3 Flip. But in terms of real-world experience, we can't really feel the difference if we're being honest. Games that we played ran really well, again, and running multiple apps is a breeze with this phone. However, running the usual synthetic benchmarks didn't result into the numbers we were expecting from this chipset. The Antutu score was just shy of 1 million points when it should be a lot higher. It's still a lot better than the N2 Flip though. You got faster RAM, faster storage speed, just nowhere near what we expected. Here's a complete chart of the benchmarks and the results when compared to the N2 Flip, so we can see it better. The Find N3 Flip runs on OPPO's ColorOS 13.2, which is based on Android 13. A lot of changes here are focused on the cover display, camera, and system performance, including the latest Android security updates. Also, do note that our review unit is for the Thai market, so there might be some differences we're not aware of. There's not a lot of bloatware here too, except for the pre-installed Lazada app. In terms of connectivity, you have it all here: 5G support, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth, NFC, and GPS. There's even eSIM support for those who are interested. The fingerprint sensor on the power button is the ideal placement and it works flawlessly. And you can also use face unlock or biometric security. Now lastly, we have the battery. It's still the same from the N2 to the N3 at 4300 mAh, but it's still a lot better than its competition. And at the same time, you also get 44-watt fast charging support together with reverse wired charging. The battery can last you the whole day, but again, that really depends on your usage behavior. If you're playing games and watching videos, expect it to drop a lot faster. All things considered, the OPPO Find N3 Flip is a great, well-rounded phone. OPPO has latched onto its strength in this category: a nice design, big battery, and good performance along with a great user experience. Where it mainly focuses on this time around though is the camera. With the Hasselblad partnership and OPPO's engineering experience, it's managed to make a camera system worthy of a flagship phone despite the obstacles and challenges presented by the usual foldable device. The Find N3 Flip is a testament to that. It's not a perfect one, noting the lack of a proper IPX rating, but a great flip phone nonetheless. The OPPO Find N3 Flip is available in cream gold, misty pink, and the slick black we have here. And it's only available in a single configuration of 12GB of RAM with 256GB storage. As for the price, we're still waiting for the official statement from OPPO on October 26. But if we had to guess, it would probably be in a price range of around 60 to 65,000 pesos. Of course, you get a ton of freebies along with that as well. We'll put the link in the description and comment sections for an updated SRP once we do get them. So, what do you think of the OPPO Find N3 Flip? Are the upgrades worth it? How does it stack to other flip phones currently in the market? Or even to the Find N2 Flip? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video or found it informative, do hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more. You can also click that bell icon to be notified of future uploads. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and visit YugaTech.com to stay updated with the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been Jose, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Flip out.